Good morning, grade 10 students. Welcome to your Quarter 1, Week 5 video lesson. I am Clarice Ren B. Borja, your virtual teacher for today. Most known as Mom Ren. Before starting, please make sure that you have the copy of LAS and your pen and paper beside you for ease of learning. Our lesson's learning competency for this week is employ analytical listening in problem solving. We will make sure that at the end of this lesson, you will be able to analyze simple and complex ideas to reach logical connections. Use correct grammar in making the definitions. Now, please open your LAS in English 10, Quarter 1, Week 5, and look for the background information on page 1. Our lesson for today is using analytical listening in problem solving. You may now open your LAS to page 1. Let's start by defining the term analytical. What comes into your mind when you hear this word? Let's consult the Cambridge Dictionary. It says that analytical means examining or liking to examine things in detail in order to discover more about them. In our everyday lives, we listen to different sounds. We analyze these sounds to process ideas, which is a very powerful skill in solving problems. For example, someone told you, "You can do it." It seems like a friendly approach, right? But the way he said it could convey different meanings. Take a look at the next clip.
You can do it!
Let's focus on this clip.
You can do it! You can do it! You can do it!
With the help of analytical listening, you can infer and analyze that there is something wrong between you and the person who told you you can do it, and do something to solve it. Let's have another definition. Here, it says that analytical listening is the ability not only to understand what may be heard from people or things, but also to analyze the simple and complex ideas to reach the logical connection. Please keep in mind that understanding and analyzing are two different abilities. Analytical listening is one of the important skills to solve problems. Do you agree? Most of us suffer from mental discomforts nowadays because of the situation we are in. The COVID-19 pandemic is causing us to feel pressure and stress. Some of you or your parents encounter challenges in finding jobs, learning adjustments from face-to-face to distance learning, and maybe building positive thinking amidst the pandemic crisis. A research in 1934 started due to the Great Depression experienced in every part of the world. It was stated that unemployment and many businesses became tremendous struggles to the people. Because of this, another study came up with the result that people in nature used to be alone listening to FM radio. How about you? Do you listen to FM radio alone? Well, 72% of people in Karnataka, India, prefers to listen to the frequency modulation or FM radio at their homes. This is according to the research of Nivedita in 2014. Now, these researchers concluded that being alone while listening to a song or the news can bring brilliant ideas to cope with depression, and therefore we may call it stress-free. Well, in this case, we can infer that analytical listening is a great help to people staying at home due to the present community quarantine to think of the solutions to their problems. I very well hope that you have now understood how analytical listening can help you solve problems. In this lesson, we will be using a song to actively engage you into listening analytically. We use our hearing abilities to understand the meaning of literary pieces. We can get a wider point of view to understand the message of the piece if we listen to it with a tune. Therefore, come up to a better solution with a problem. Aside from the song, we will also try to employ analytical listening technique by answering some questions after listening to a news. Well, that's it. Do you have any questions? If there are, please don't hesitate to ask them via Facebook Messenger to your English teacher. You can also go back and watch the discussion again if you missed any part of the discussion. Is everything clear now? Well, that's great! Now, we can answer your learning activity sheets in Grade 9, Quarter 1, Week 5. Let me first discuss with you the general instructions. In answering your LAS, first one is you must read the directions indicated in the following exercises carefully, then provide what is needed or ask in each item. The second one is remember that you can use a separate sheet of paper if the space provided for your answers is not enough. And then the last one is, of course, you must write legibly and avoid erasures. Now, I know that you are very eager to answer the activities in your LAS. So, let's start. There are 3 activities in this week's LAS. Your first activity can be found on page 2. Page 2, please. In this activity, you must discuss the important terms in problem solving found in this lesson. They are analytical listening, problem solving, and analytical listening in problem solving. Remember to use your own words and phrases or sentences to show your understanding of the lesson. So, all you have to do is to write your definitions of these terms in the following spaces. You will be graded according to the rubric on the next page. You will be given 6 minutes on the clock for this activity. In case you need more time to answer, please pause the video and continue answering. Your 6 minutes starts now. Oops, time's up. Well done. Page number 3, please. Now, if you turn your LAS on page 3, you will find there the second activity. In this activity, you will be listening to a song for 2 times while reading the lyrics to understand its message. Are you ready? All ears here. Okay, well, before anything, I'll give you an example on how you can answer this activity. Eyes here. So, the situation is hoarding medical supplies due to COVID-19 pandemic in different parts of the country was alarming. Well, of course it is. Now, let's try to find a solution from the lines of the song. Let's skim the lines. Here, imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed. Now that we've found a solution, we have to elaborate it, of course. We all know that greed is a bad thing. Greed makes people so selfish. Just like in the given situation, people are hoarding supplies due to fear of low supply because of the pandemic. How about the other people who also need supplies? What will be left for them? Instead of panicking and being greedy, let us all continue to pray that everything will be alright soon. I hope you now know what to do with the help of the given example. You will be given 5 minutes to answer this one. Here are the 5 situations that you have to find solutions from the lines of the song. The first one is overpricing medical supplies is considered as a crime. Second one is profiteering is being monitored by the Department of Trade and Industry or DTI, especially for the online sellers who are not registered. Third one, gathering during enhanced community quarantine or AZQ is prohibited because of having the chance to be infected and to infect others. The fourth one is experiencing depression during the COVID-19 pandemic is a serious matter. And the last but not the least, sharing of worth 83,239 pesos by every Filipino to pay Philippines' national debt, reported on the news. You have to write your answers on this piece provided in your LAS. In case you need an extra paper, do not hesitate to use one, but don't forget to attach it to your LAS and write your name and section. You may begin answering because the timer starts now. Timer starts now. Time's up. Let us see how well you reflect on the lesson you have studied. All you have to do is make a pledge by completing the sentences on the next page. Congratulations! You have now finished all the activities in this week's LAS. You did a great job! It seems that time passed so fast. This ends our video lesson. Again, this is Mom Ren. Thank you for listening. See you!